Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about how to be more productive during busy times, during exam times, during any sort of busy, sort of really hectic times in your life. So I have tips and tricks that I have used that have worked for me to share with you today. So stay tuned. The first tip that I have, and I've always shared this, and it's something that has worked for me, which is waking up early. Waking up early every day, including the weekend. This creates a pattern, this creates a habit for you, and you tend to be more productive in the morning. So waking up early enables you to get a lot of things done. So they say the most successful people in the world wake up at 5 or before 5 a.m. I think that's a big ask for ordinary people, but if you wake up early, 6, 7, or even an hour earlier than your usual wake up time, you are able to get a lot in your day, and you are able to produce a lot more work and be more productive. And people tend to, it depends if you're a morning person or evening person, but I believe everyone has the ability to be a morning person. So I advise everyone, and I try to do this myself, is to wake up earlier and not wake up at noon in the weekends, or try to make up sleep in the weekends. This just disrupts your habit and your sleeping pattern, and it just, by the time Monday rolls around, you're tired, you're exhausted, maybe the night before on a Sunday night you were not able to sleep properly because you've overslept during the weekend. So waking up early is a very good tip. My second tip is to get the hardest things, or the things that you've been putting off for a long time, first. So they say swallow the frog first thing, which means just get those tasks you've been dreading. We all have them, be it exercising, be it planning, be it, revision, whatever it is. Just get it done first thing in the morning, and you will feel accomplished. You will feel that you've done a lot in your day, when you technically just forced and pushed yourself to do things you didn't want to do that could have been done a long time ago. But it makes you, it's a reverse psychology kind of thing. It makes you feel like you've done a lot more, because this is something that's been logging around in your conscious and subconscious, and you know that you wanted to do it, and you have to do it, and you got to do it, but you just never really got around to doing it. So get those tasks done first and just do them. Get out of the way. Trust me, you'll feel accomplished, and as if you've done 100 tasks, but you have only done one. So the third tip that I use this every day, and this is something I do every day, is to make a list, to make a daily list. I usually do it at work, which is like, I just do a brain dump. A brain dump is listing everything that's on your brain, everything that you want to do, that you should be doing, deadlines, essays, whatever it is, just list them. Once you list them, then you mark. You say, today, at the end of today, if nothing else goes according to plan, I need to have done at least 1, 2, 3 things on this list. So just to hold yourself accountable, even on a bad day, you accomplish something. We all have those bad days. I had one a few days ago where I just felt like life was against me that day. Everything went wrong. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. It was just not my day, and it was really hard to just plow through that day. And those kind of days, you just have to go to bed and wish they'd just get over and done with, and they usually pass. But at least I had my minimal 3 done. Minimal 3 tasks that I wanted to do are done, and that's that. At least I was productive, even if I felt like the forces of the world were against me that day. At least I had something done. So once you tick off your list, once you tick off all the tasks that you wanted to do, make sure you have a reward system. Make sure you reward yourself in a way that best pleases you. So be it extra time in bed, be it watching a Netflix show, be it whatever it is, make sure you reward your hard work, and you will be excited to make lists in the future and to get through those lists, because there's a reward at the end of it. So make a list and prioritize 3 tasks, and once they're done, you can do, there's nothing stopping you from having a small reward yourself. What's there to live for? Just reward yourself. It's fun. You feel like you've accomplished something today, even if you haven't. Even if you've just done 3 simple tasks, you feel like you have, and that's what's important. Is raising your self-esteem and not being hard on yourself, and be like, you know what, at least today I have accomplished 3 tasks and I've done them and they've been successful, and this is my reward for my hard work. So the 4th tip I have for you today is to turn off your Wi-Fi or your social media. I'm sure there's apps out there that help you help like filter out your feeds and things like that. You can by all means go ahead and do that, and I'm sure if you go to the Apple Store or Google Play, you'll find those apps. But just turning off your Wi-Fi and focusing on the task at hand, and not being distracted by the pings and the WhatsApp messages, and when your phone vibrates or pings and your attention just goes. If you put your phone on airplane mode, you're not going to get any distractions. You're able to focus for half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, and then take a break and look at your social media. And that should be seen as a treat, and something that you have looked forward to, and you've done, you don't feel guilty. You haven't spent hours on your social media. You haven't spent hours on your phone. You have done your work, for that task, or you completed a task, and now you are looking at your phone, and it's a happier, more positive reward for the work you've done. So you could switch it to a more positive habit and thinking pattern, where once you accomplish a task on your to-do list, then you reward yourself with going on social media and spending a few minutes on there. But the key thing is not to be on there for too long, and to limit yourself and manage yourself. And the final tip I have for you today on how to be more productive during busy times and during exam times is to practice self-love, self-care. And by that I mean, make sure you're exercising, make sure you're going out in the sun, although we don't have sun right now in Britain. I'm sitting here in a really cold room right now, but the sun will come. So make sure you're going outside, getting some vitamin D, and just going out for a walk, a jog, exercise, go out, meet your friends, go to the cinema, do things that you want to do, take a bath, just relax. And sometimes just putting away those books and taking a breather is basically sometimes what you need, and doing that helps your mental health, helps you be on top of it, and helps you become more productive, helps you, come the morning, you'll be able to focus and not feel so exhausted and not feel mentally exhausted. I think there's two things that come into play when you are going through a very busy time or going through exam season. Is there's physical exhaustion from lack of sleep and probably too much caffeine, and mental exhaustion when you've just been go, focus, and you've been really hard on yourself, telling yourself you haven't done enough, you haven't done enough revision, you're not retaining enough information, yada yada yada, and it's just a negative kind of self-talk and negative and a negative cycle of just being hard on yourself. Haven't done enough revision, haven't done this, haven't done that, why, and and everything just becomes negative. It's got a film of negativity on it. What you could do is switch that that film of negativity impacts your mental health, impacts how much information you can retain, it impacts on how sharp and alert you are, how quickly you could think. And instead, what you could do is have an evening off, watch that Netflix show, don't put things off, make plans, go out with your friends, but obviously in moderation, and know that you are going through a busy time, and that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Your exams will finish, and then you have the whole summer to look forward to. I remember going through exams while I was in university, and sitting in my bedroom, looking out of the window, seeing all my neighbors in the neighborhood, sitting outside, having ice cream, enjoying the sun, And I was just miserable. I'm sitting there hating the notes I was making, hating the textbooks, hating just being there, because I was like, oh, if, you know, I want to spend some time outside. I'm like, oh no, but I have to revise. I haven't done enough. I can't reward myself. Yada yada yada. And it's just like that negative self-talk. Then just makes you like, it just gives you a negative perception of how things are, how exams are. Exams don't have to necessarily be stressful if you are prepared, if you're prepared. And you know, they don't want miracles like lecturers and exam boards, and they don't expect a miracle. They're expecting you, for you to show them how much you've learned, and they will give you a grade according to how much knowledge you have retained and have shown, and the preparation you have put in. And that's it. It's just a matter of preparations and being fit and alert during the exam and doing the best you can in that time period, in that environment, within those set hours. So they're not expecting miracles. You shouldn't expect miracles of yourself either. So, and if you haven't prepared and you're going through a busy time, I feel you. And just on self-love and self-care, part of it could be meditation and prayer, and these things I mention because there's things that have helped me in my journey, in my, you know, during my time. It's taking that time to pray and make du'as. Du'as help you. You can do all the preparation you need. You could be fit, alert, you relax, you have the banana before your exam, you have the Red Bull before your exam, but you know, you have to add that dua in. You have to, like, you know, every little helps. Anything. For me, that was my motto when I was doing my exams. Like, anything. Like, someone told me Red Bull helps before exams, I had that. Someone told me, you know, having a banana before exam, bananas before exam helps, I had that. You know, and I knew making dua helps it, you know, in any situation. So yeah, so making du'as, praying, remembering God, and slowing down, you know, being mindful, and you know, just thinking about those things and thinking about, you know, how you can perform better, hopefully in the future, with the aid of God. And without God's support or Allah's support, you're not gonna be where you are. You're not gonna be sitting on that exam, you know, chair, you know. So just being mindful of that. So on that note, thank you for watching. If you like my content, please subscribe. If you want me to talk about a topic that you're thinking about or you want advice on, tell me, leave a comment down below. If you want to email me about a topic, do email me. My email will be listed down below. And until next time, bye.